More important news.
Is this important?
The most important thing, the number one thing that everyone is outraged about. It's not trains blowing up. It's not the water in Flint.
Vaccines.
It's not the new election. It's not that we know now that it came from Wuhan.
Mm-hmm.
Was Michael B. Jordan corny in high school?
Was he?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Why has this become such an outrage topic with everyone?
I don't know why it's become an outrage topic. I think people just are, I don't know. They're going back to the interview that they had, L'Oreal had. She supposedly, allegedly called him corny, which they proved that she did not. They released the audio from the episode. She did not call him corny. But it was, I guess Michael B. Jordan thought that she called him corny.
Her co-host did. And
they were back in, they bumped into each other. They went to high school together. She bumped into him on the red carpet for the Creed premiere. And, Mike just let her know, like, yeah, I heard that little shot. I heard that, which to me, he didn't seem like he was upset. He didn't seem like he was salty. It was kind of like, yeah, I heard you. Because if he was upset or salty, he wouldn't have gave her the interview.
Exactly.
On the red carpet. Let's be clear.
Or he specifically did that so he could say that, which is fine too.
I think that there's first of all, if he was corny in high school, if he wasn't, I don't know. But let's say he was corny.
Talk about a casual premiere too, though. He was in a windbreaker.
He was corny in high school. He was a fucking actor. Actors are corny. Like, it's people in entertainment are corny. We're corny. Like,
also, if you don't make fun of someone named Michael Jordan in high school, fuck you.
Well, that's why they put the B in.
You have the corniest high school ever.
Yeah, but wasn't he was The Wire was when he was in high school, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how corny can you be if you're on one of the biggest shows in high school? Like,
you're a thespian.
Nobody else in school can call me corny, and I'm on one of the biggest shows on TV. I'm looking at all of y'all and no, y'all are corny.
Well, Wallace was corny on the show.
It's only cool now to be like a young child actor. Like back then, like in the 90s, if you were doing theater or acting, corny.
This wasn't the 90s.
When The Wire came out, early 2000s.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't
same mentality though.
Yeah, but I think that he had fun with it. I think that this was his way of like, yeah, I heard you, the corny kid. Now I'm voted the most sexiest man in Hollywood. Like, it's one of those like, now look at me type of thing.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to flex.
Yeah, like sure. I don't think that he was offended by being called corny by L'Oreal or thought that L'Oreal called him corny. I don't think he was offended by that. I think it was more so him saying like, yeah, I heard that little corny comment. Like, yeah, like that's why he was like, yeah, what's up? Like, yeah, like like now you here want to get an interview with me at a premiere for a movie that I directed. Like, not bad for the corny kid in high school, right? It was that type of thing.
Playing devil's advocate, Mal, you're cool, so like you probably don't see it from this perspective.
I'm corny, but go ahead.
But
he was in the choir. He was just like Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But if you think Michael B. Jordan wasn't feeling his head like, haha, these bitches that used to laugh at me, now I'm got one up on them. If you think that people don't feel that way and people don't have those thoughts, some of people's biggest motivations is like proving their haters
as
wrong.
They should be.
Yeah. Of course, but don't say that. It probably ain't even phase him. No, it phased him.
No,
you remember that comment.
When I'm saying it didn't phase him, meaning like I don't think that he exuded any type of disrespectful energy towards L'Oreal.
Me either. I don't
think he should be getting killed for this at all.
And I thought L'Oreal handled it fine too. Yeah. I thought both of them handled that shit. That's what I don't understand the outrage.
To me, that was exactly what happens between two people that went to high school together, probably haven't seen or spoken to each other since. Now I'm at where I'm at in my career, and this is what you're doing. You're like, okay, you have a show, you're interviewing at my premiere on the red carpet. Like, okay, heard the little comment that you passed a couple weeks ago on a podcast. All good. Just letting you know I heard it, but not bad, right? For the corny kid in high school.
Yeah.
That's so not saying like he was like, oh yeah, now you on my dick. Now he didn't exude that. Do I think that Michael B. Jordan knows L'Oreal has looked at him and be like, damn, he look good now? Of course. He's voted sexiest man in Hollywood. Like, a lot of women look at him like he's attractive. He has a nice body. Like, I would sleep with him. Right. So that was his way of saying, like, yeah, remember the corny kid in high school? Not that anymore. I'm not the ugly duckling anymore. Just like when girls ugly duckling. And they come out on Rory. And they're like, damn, that shorty from Chemistry? Like, nigga, she look crazy good now. Same difference.
Chemistry.
It's the same thing. Like, but I don't think that he was disrespectful. I thought it was playful. I thought it was fun. And I thought that's exactly what would happen between two people that went to high school together that probably didn't really rock with each other. But it's like, I don't think Michael B. Jordan is a disrespectful guy. I don't get disrespect from him. He doesn't give off a disrespectful energy.
Bigger conversation, and this isn't specific to Michael B. Jordan. you can be corny and then become a super successful entity, but
Absolutely.
still be deemed
Corny.
Yeah.
To be in entertainment, you have to
You're
be.
corny.
Most
degree of
entertainers
corny.
are corny people.
Podcasters are corny. This
Yeah.
job is corny.
This is
We
like
talk
the
about
corny-
people
pretty
all
corny.
goddamn day.
This
This
is
is
the
corny.
This is
Yeah.
the corniest.
And if
shit
we had to sit here and be super cool, and this wouldn't be entertaining. There's some value of corniness in entertainment.
and everybody's corny to some people. To some, everybody does corny things. Everybody says corny things. Like it's not. It happens. But I think that in the way that he handled that, that's exactly how he was supposed to handle it.
I agree.
I don't
That's
get
all.
why he's getting killed.
Because people just want to kill people for whatever they want to kill people for, man. But in the moment,
People be pandering.
that
too,
is
but-
exactly. No, and not only that, people be wanting to engage and get interactions and
People be
get
fake
a
pandering.
reaction from people. So they'll say, "Oh, he's corny, whatever," just to get a reaction. It is what it is.
Over two people just passing each other on the red carpet.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an interview.
Brief interview.
But I
It was,
thought
it was an interview, but it was
Not really.
it wasn't really an interview. It was more so like okay, like hey, like let's have a couple words. Like yeah, I remember you, like from high school. Yeah,
Right.
the corny kid. Yeah, I remember. That's why he was like, "What's up, though? Like, what's up? Yeah, I know. I know you looking at me like yo, I will. Yeah, I know. That's what the energy was. Like I know.
Somebody tweeted Michael B. Jordan looks like he knows where his birth certificate is. And then someone replied, the real copy.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
getting
And
like
then someone else said, yes, in a manila folder. And I thought that was the funny
he's
thing
getting the
about
Drake treatment.
Yeah.
Like Drake the Type 2.
Yeah.
Remember that era?
Yeah. I mean, but see, that only happens when you've reached a certain level of
Yeah.
success, a certain level of conversations within the women group chats. Like that's when that happens. So yeah, you're gonna receive some of those type of, remarks and people saying things about you online, but that's only because you've now stepped into a different level of conversation.
Well, you guys got a multi-million-dollar deal, Eddin. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna let you go back. You guys got
Allegedly.
a multi-million-dollar deal. Have you had that get back? People who used to maybe make fun of you in high school or not give you the time of day or won't want to give you no pussy. Did you you haven't had the double back?
Rory, you have
No.
a few people you want to kill.
Yeah, but they're
Chill.
not from high school because they made fun of me. That it's not Columbine.
I always say
Jesus
I don't know if it was
Christ.
just
Trigger warning. No pun intended.
just luck or whatever, but I don't have many stories like that growing up, like
Because
in
you were
high
the
school.
cool, you
Like
were a rock boy, so
no,
you
not
are
that.
cool.
A lot of people didn't even know that. That's not something I disclosed to people at a young age.
See, that's cool.
That's how cool you are.
That's
no,
how
that
cool
was
you-
no, that's because I didn't want
That's
niggas.
mad cool.
Yeah.
No, that's because I didn't want
You
niggas.
don't think Michael B. told the
You
school
want
he knew
niggas robbing
Stringer
you?
Bell?
No, I didn't want niggas trying to kidnap me and say, "Yo, tell your
Yeah.
brother send that ransom, nigga. I'm from the hood, nigga. I'm not. Nope. I don't know them niggas.
What was your cover?
It wasn't no cover. I just never talked about my brothers and what they did.
Do you
That's
think
all.
people in Newark thought if they grabbed Michael B. Jordan that maybe Bodie would handle the ransom or like?
No, I think that was totally different because they went to performing arts school as well, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I believe that was a performing arts school. So it's like when you go to a performing arts school, it's different because there may or may not be certain students that's in school at the time that have a real job away from school. Like, yo, she's actually on Broadway right now, or this he just did a commercial for
Where
Coca-Cola.
where
like-
Demaris went to high school, LaGuardia.
yeah, like
It's just like
allegedly
that.
where you went to
Well,
high school at LaGuardia. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, so you have people in school where it's like, oh yeah, that's the girl. She just did the Coca-Cola commercial. Or
Did this appear that everyone that was outraged about it felt like Michael B. Jordan was their hero because they were picked on in high school?
yes, there were
That-
so many people.
And then it was also on the other
what is
side,
the
it
outrage,
was
though?
all the women that have been like, I like Future more than Russell Wilson. See, like it just brought that back debate.
but what was
100%.
that?
Well, it also
That's
brought
all. That's
back
what the outrage
a
came
lot
from.
of-
It was both sides arguing
a lot
again.
of the tweets I saw were people saying, first of all, this isn't people's first time calling Michael B. corny. Y'all were all calling him corny.
Never
I
met
guess
him.
that Lori Harvey fake relationship really did work. Because remember, he at one point he was getting killed the same as Lawrence from fucking Insecure because he was always running around with white women. And he used to get killed in the black community a lot. That's why when he first came out with Lori Harvey, a lot of people were saying that relationship was fake because, oh, now you want to date a black girl so publicly because we were on your ass about dating white women.
And I
So they were been
never knew
saying
that
like,
about his
oh,
dating
you
history.
can tell that he's a corny dude. Like you shouldn't be mad at somebody calling him corny. It was just a stupid Twitter debate, whatever. But I really just wanted to ask you
So
guys.
he was
Make it
sexually
personal
he's
to you.
sexually attracted to black and white women. He dated white women. He's now dating a black woman, and now it can't be a real relationship.
It's crazy. It's stupid.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It's stupid.
It's not that it's ridiculous. It's not
stupid.
that.
No,
I
that
agree
is
with
that
you,
is
but it's not that
objectively
it's
stupid.
ridiculous. It's that he was always seen with white women, and when he started getting killed in the public for it, then he suddenly came out with a very public black relationship.
But see, that's
none of
my-
his other relationships have
But
ever
that's
been
my.
super public.
But hold on.
before.
But that's my issue though, because why?
That's
If
so
that's his
stupid.
preference, it's a problem. What if his preference
I
is
don't
white?
care.
I'm just saying. I'm just to the discussion. Why are women upset that he only was dating or allegedly was only dating white women? If that's his preference, what's wrong with that? Because if it's on the other side and you have your preference and I feel like it's wrong, then you got a whole bunch of people outside on my front lawn picketing about some shit. But if it's because my preference is to date white women, that's a problem? Why? Like, that's just what I'm saying with the world. Everybody has, if you're not into what they're into, it's stupid. It's fucked up. It's corny. It's this. It's that. It's like, no, that's my preference. I prefer to date white women. Why? Maybe I grew up in an all-white neighborhood. Maybe I went to school where it's predominantly white women. Like me, I grew up in a predominantly Spanish neighborhood. So
So you
if
prefer
people,
Spanish
if
women
people
over
only
black
see
women?
me dating Dominican women or Puerto Rican women, but they're gonna say I don't like black women.
It's the
that's
potential. It's the
stupid.
potential undertones of like being what's the problem word? Discriminatory.
And on top of that, who do y'all
But
think
that's
who do y'all-
discrimination
what,
when you fucking
What community do
berate
y'all
them.
think is his biggest supporters?
That's true.
Who do y'all think are Michael B. Jordan's biggest supporters? His biggest supporting community?
I haven't ran the numbers on that.
I don't know. Me
Oh,
neither.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We
Well,
all
yeah, well, no,
semantics.
You could
what
make
do
an
you think it
assumption.
is?
Like, come on.
But
Let's
he's
be fucking for real.
You can
right,
make an
but-
accurate
Make
assumption.
so say, what do you think?
Black women, like
Okay.
you wouldn't assume that. Am I crazy for assuming
No.
that?
I'm not saying you're crazy for assuming that, but I'm just, am I crazy for assuming that a dude that is was voted sexiest man in Hollywood?
Yeah, a lot of white people bang
that
with
a
him,
bunch
too.
of women are not attracted to him. White, Asian,
How
Puerto
do y'all
Rican.
think he got to sexiest man in Hollywood? How do y'all think he got that platform to be sexiest man in
I
Hollywood?
don't think
Who
the
do y'all
sisters-
think
I don't think the
supported him
sisters
White
got
people.
Hollywood. The white women
White
got him
people.
there. It ain't the sisters that got him
Yeah,
there.
they don't
in
have that
Hollywood.
vote.
No,
I'm staying out of this combo. Y'all.
Why? You're a white man.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Your vote.
The
You
whitest.
voted.
I didn't know. I'm not on the committee.
You voted.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like that shit has to stop. Just because a guy only dates a certain type of woman, his preference is everybody can have their preference, right or wrong.
Yeah, you have a preference. That
So
don't mean your
okay,
preference
so
don't make you corny.
don't kill me. But why does that?
How
make
is
you
that corny?
How is that? That's
Yeah,
what
how
I'm
is
saying.
that
How does
corny?
that make him?
Were they
Listen,
calling
I'm
him
not
corny
talking
for dating
about,
white
I'm not
women,
talking about
or-
Michael B. Jordan, and
That's-
I don't know him. I don't know his life. I don't know his relationships. I am only reporting on what has been said, rumors, things like that.
And, it's,
Let me
and
preface
all
with
I'm
that.
saying is that shit is stupid.
Nah, you
And
mad.
all I'm saying is some people would say that if you
You're
are
saying.
if you have a black mother and you don't like black women, that there is something to be looked
But
at.
who said he
within that.
doesn't like black women?
He dated a black woman publicly.
This is what I'm saying. He didn't come out his
Y'all
mouth.
just keep missing
I'm
the
not.
part
I'm not
where
saying
everybody
no.
said
I'm just
that
saying
was a
who.
cover-up.
Who the
why
fuck
people-
cares
yeah,
what
who-
they say?
who-
That
why
was
pe-
his,
that's
he
my
was in a
point.
real relationship with her.
That's
How do
my
you know
point.
that?
Because he fucking dated her.
How do you know that?
I know.
Whoa,
for a fact
so we're gonna
a black
go with
woman
what
he dated.
E! News says over the fucking fact that they were actually dating? Who,
But
who
how-
are these fucking
what-
loser
Oh,
reporters?
by the
What
way,
I'm
only
saying
Julian
is-
would get loud during the dating a white woman topic.
No, it's like,
He's fucking
He
perturbed.
just started. He's been quiet the whole episode.
he's
Now he's like,
like,
E! News,
Who the
white women.
Who the fuck is running E! News over there?
You're gonna believe them.
No, Rory and Mal.